Hi again, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Marcus here. I ran a little bit out of space on the last video speaking about why you're always getting this negative conversation about socialism. Well, I want to continue what I was telling you about there now. You want to know what I was, how I justify socialism, then you go back, check that video. But this video, I'm going to take you on up the road. So what I'm saying to you, ladies and gentlemen, is this. Is that in the socialistic way that it has been designed by the Creator. Now, I'm calling it socialism. I usually call it God's way. But since you try to refer to everything that seems to be good as socialism, then I'm just going to call it socialism back in your face. Now, listen. Everything that God made was made for one person. And as many people as there will ever be. When God made Adam to be happy with Adam, and I'm sure with whatever else came along. But at the same time, God brought along someone else for all of the different reasons you can imagine. And God had the same basic rules that would govern life on earth as in heaven, with one person or with two people, with one family or with all the families on the face of the earth. Now, with one person or two people. What am I saying to you? Nothing is supposed to evade or take away your joy, your love, your life when you're doing the right things, when you're loving and being kind and wonderful and enjoying life and being who you came in this world to be. As I have described, my friends, you creating heaven on earth. But here we live in a society today where you are so manipulated. Every society got their group of people who want to be on top. And all of being on top, as I've indicated, basically means one thing. They want to replace God or say that they are connected with God in such a way that they know more and better about everybody else than anybody else. And there's still pain and suffering wherever you go. My message that I want you to understand, ladies and gentlemen, is God wants you to know that all of that stuff, it comes from the anti-God. God has a way designed for everything to work out all right. And without that, nothing's going to work out right. You're going to always find something working for some, not working for others, pain and suffering for many, people dying and lying, all this kind of stuff always exists. But God's way makes it possible. See, ladies and gentlemen, let's look at something like this. I was thinking about how people can get all messed up. I thought about a president who loved to smoke, but I think there was a campaign against smoking because secondhand smoking do this and that, and maybe smoking was bad for your health. So people want to campaign against smoking. But if you want to smoke as an individual, you got a right to smoke if that's what you want to do. You do not have a right to put others in danger if they don't want to be around you when you're smoking. No, you don't have the right to do that. But you got the right to smoke if you want to and not be ashamed of it. And nobody has the right to try to make you not. Now somebody might say, well, you're going to die from smoking. I want you to know, ladies and gentlemen, and remember this. You got the right, if you can, to choose how you want to die. If you want to die from smoking cigarettes, that's your problem. Or that's your business. And that's nobody else's business. Now, people say, well, there are so many things that come up when a person dies. This is something that society must fix. This is one of the shortcomings that society can't see because they're so busy trying to dictate someone else's life as opposed to prepare for life. When a person dies, according to God's plan, society is set up in such a way that this person is highlighted, glorified for leaving this society, and rejoicing the life that has been lived here. No problem about dying. And go out the way you want to go out, bury it, burn, whatever. If God doesn't make you disappear, then whatever way you go out, you go out. But that's your way. Just imagine if a person got a problem smoking. What if a person smoked weed? For whatever reason, people smoke weed. Now, let's say that this person want to be connected with another person, and one person doesn't smoke weed and doesn't like it. then does that other person have to stop smoking weed? I tell you, this is what happens. If you want to be with another person, some people say this is deep love. If you want to be with another person, to the degree it doesn't matter what you like, if they don't like it, it's easily something you can throw aside because you choose that over this. You can do that. And vice versa. Something you don't like, but you like that, then you accept it because you like that. Now, when you come together and you liking everything that you doing and the other one doing, woo! But if you can't stand one another, you got no business being together. And you should have no problem leaving one another, separating one another. Today, the main problems are the way we're hooked up with finances and dealing with this world system. Usually, you can't afford to leave. So you have to sit there and go through crap. Then you try to retaliate in your own little way. You end up being a bigger devil than what you're trying to point your fingers at. But if you did it the right way, you probably wouldn't have been together. And if you are together, you probably wouldn't be going through this. And if you are going through this, either one could just go your separate ways and you wouldn't feel not one iota of stress or anything because of the way the system is designed. You got no problem with any living facilities. All of that is prepared for. He has no problem with any for living facilities. All of that is prepared for. And all of the other things that was taking place in life has not stopped. It's just as melodious as it could possibly be. This is why I'm telling you, ladies, and try God. And God's way is simple. God gave all of the resources, just like he gave the earth. All the stuff that we use to do all the things that we do came from God. And we, the people, human beings everywhere, benefit in one way or fashion from the things that we have determined are essential for our meeting needs being met, wants and desires. Give us our peace and our prosperity, our freedom, our joy, and happiness, and allows us to live our dreams. And the way we guarantee that to ourselves is by everybody that would benefit from it, participate in the process of producing it. And even that to the degree in abundance that there would be no one being denied anything. No reason. You didn't need any money to do that. All of that stuff is free. No pain, no suffering, no hatred, no racism, no bigotry, no lying, no cheating, no stealing, no killing, no terror, no war. And that's the way it is. That's the way God wanted it to be. And can't no Republican tell you anything better. Can't no Democrat tell you anything better. Can't no white person tell you anything better. Can't no black person tell you anything better. Can't no man tell you anything better. Can't no woman tell you anything better. Can't no American tell you anything better. And can't anybody else outside this continental United States tell you anything better than God. God got it going on. You want it, you got to turn to God. Everybody else is lying to you. Thank you.